I know we need to speed through some other materials, so let me do that very quickly. Divine time management. Okay, if you have your Astroved calendar, please bring that out now. It's a very indispensable tool for people that want success. It's very important to understand that every moment of every day is ruled over by a certain energy. If you know it, you take advantage of it. And this is used to great advantage by the wealthiest people in India. For example, there's a saying that astrology is not for millionaires, it's for billionaires. And they really practice it. So I'm going to show you a few quick principles. Those of you that in the last class, we talked about the times which you have to be careful of because there can be a negative energy during those times. I'm going to highlight that very quickly. Now, if you go to April, you will see this calendar is very easy to follow. Number one, this is a Singapore calendar. You have no addition or subtraction to do for any time zone. So these are the times for Singapore. For today, you just go to the 9th, and you'll see that the 6th moon started at 7:48 this morning. The 6th moon is presided over by an archetypal energy called Muruga. And then we have a birth star, which we're not going to go into birth stars now, but this birth star is also presided over by Muruga. So if you woke up today and said, the 6th moon is an energy, it's a Murugan energy, then we have a Murugan birth star. Murugan on a Saturday is an interesting combination. Typically, Mars and Saturn are not too friendly with one another. So Murugan brings a warrior energy, a courageous energy. You can do legal issues with Murugan's energy, or maybe land issues. And today is also a Saturday, so we have the energy of Saturn. So in using this calendar, what I did, when I woke up today, put on my vibhuti, I go to my desk, I open up the calendar, and then I note that today is Saturday. So I make a small prayer to Saturn. Saturn, please help me in this day. Now, I personally know the energies that Saturn has in my life, so I make a more specific prayer. But basically, you're just asking Saturn for his blessings. Then I saw that it was 6th moon for Muruga, and also this birth star for Muruga. I made a prayer to Murugan to also give good effects in this day. Then I noted that Rahu column, if you look at Rahu, it says 10:05 to 11:36. Rahu is a snake planet, which typically doesn't do well for most people. They call it Rahu column in India. And in India, they avoid starting any auspicious activity during this time. So every day, note carefully when is Rahu column. And avoid starting an important activity during that time. Certainly don't sign contracts. Don't schedule job interviews. Don't have dentist appointments. Don't do anything where you wouldn't want it to go wrong. If you start an activity before Rahu column, and if it extends into Rahu column, no problem. Now for those of you, I know there's a lot of new people here today, so I'm going to quickly note the energy presiding over every day so that when you get up, you can use this calendar. Sunday, you make a prayer to the sun. Monday is presided over by the moon. Tuesday by Mars. Wednesday by Mercury. Thursday by Jupiter. Friday by Venus. And Saturday by Saturn. Now if you go to the Astroved website, astroved.com, they have a fantastic free offering there where you can do a virtual ritual to the planet of the day. It's very easy to do. You don't need to be technically savvy at all. It's beautifully programmed. So I would suggest for those of you, particularly if you know your astrology and what your good planets are and bad planets, when you wake up in the morning and you note today is Saturday, you can go to the Astroved website and click on it. It says virtual puja. You just click on that and it takes you through like a 2 or 3 minute puja where they actually chant the mantra for you, and there's a picture of Saturn. The coconut is there, the flowers are there, everything is there. You can ring the bells. It's really done very beautifully, very powerful. So then it does your prayer for you. And then, even if you're not familiar with birth stars, if you look at the 6th moon, if you know that 6th moon is for Muruga, then you say, aha, Muruga is an energy presiding today. I'm going to get him on my good side today. And you do the puja for Muruga. Then, like I said, you would have noted Rahu Kalam. You note that this seminar started before Rahu Kalam. We would never have started this seminar after 10:05. Otherwise, that wouldn't be good for many people except for people like me, that Rahu Kalam is good for me. Now, I want to point out a few other moon phases to watch out for, both in terms of negative and positive. If you look ahead to the 11th and the 12th, I was scheduling my conference calls for next week, and I carefully noted that on the 8th or the 9th moon, you don't want to schedule anything auspicious or important, a very important discussion, any new project, new business. Don't do it on the 8th or 9th moon. Those days are better for spiritual practice and regular activities, but not to start any new initiative. So carefully note that. You can see it coming up. You know you're in the 6th today, so you could look ahead and start scheduling your next week. And then 11th moon is coming up. 11th moon is a fantastic moon for material abundance. And I want to point out that the 11th moon is also on the very same day as the Vedic New Year that starts when the sun enters Aries. For those of you that are not from India, that might be a little bit complicated explanation, but let me briefly say that in the Indian system, in the South Indian system, the New Year begins when the sun enters Aries, the first house of the zodiac. And in this New Year, this is a very important Tamil New Year, because this New Year is crossing into 2012. And 2012 is the first year of the Golden Age. It's the age that we've all been waiting for, when humanity is going to take a huge leap in evolution and people and the earth plane itself will be transformed. So this particular New Year, on this day when the sun enters Aries, you're gaining a tremendous momentum to start a new era in your life. A new era of positivity, of being the creator of your reality, of your spiritual practice, your spiritual evolution. The Golden Age is all about spiritual evolution. So for those of you that have already started the 40-day challenge, fantastic. For those of you that have not, if you start before the 14th, or at least on the 14th, you are maximizing this fantastic forward-moving energy. From the 14th for 30 more days, sun will be in Aries, and that gives a tremendous forward-moving, pushing energy. Whatever you start, if you want to start new business in this time, fantastic. New business proposal, new project, new initiative. This is a beautiful time, and you would not know it if you didn't have this precious Astroved calendar. I use it every day. Would never go anywhere without it. Now I'm going to show you a few other important moon phases. And that is, you look ahead to the 13th moon. Now you can see that the 13th moon starts on the 15th at 9:54 p.m. The 13th moon is the most powerful moon for removing karma. On that day, if you do more of the practice of using Thirunilakantam, either chanting it, listen to the CD, on that day, cut 27 lines. If you do it only 1 day per month, or 2 days, there's 2 pradoshams per month, do it on the 13th moon. This particular pradosham is very powerful because it starts on that Friday night. It goes for 24 hours. And it mostly intersects with Saturday, so it's called Saturn Pradosham. It is an incredibly important day for removing negative influences from your life. So take advantage of it. Those of you that weren't at the last seminar, go to the blog, read about the karma busting practice, and do that, because we have this powerful movement of the Vedic New Year starting on the 14th. This is the new energy of the new era of the Golden Age, starting on an 11th moon for Vishnu, which is all about material abundance. So that's a very good sign for the beginning of this new year. Then immediately on the 16th, we have this Saturn Pradosham, where we can remove the negative influences of the previous year. In fact, just consider that your previous life. Your new life starts from April 14th. If you take it like that, it will be your reality. Now I'm going to show you just a few more days, and that is the new moon. The new moon you see on April 2nd, that was the last new moon. This is the day that you do Tarpanam as much as possible all throughout the day. Try and do it every hour. If you work at home, that's a lot easier. Otherwise, I've known people that bring their Tarpanam kit to work, and then you just go into the bathroom every hour and do Tarpanam. No one needs to know. And then I'm going to show you the full moon. The full moon is on the 17th. The full moon is a day of 100% spirituality and 100% materiality. It's a fantastic day both for spiritual practices and manifesting material abundance in your life. So both of that can happen on the full moon. Okay, so we will see everyone in the Golden Age. Enjoy your 40-day challenge. We have our next event coming up. The Shrimbrazi event will be at the end of April. And then on May 7th, we have our free event on evolution, spiritual enlightenment, and the highest ascension towards becoming God. So we'll see you then in the Golden Age. Thank you.